Hey everyone, Winsong Lebich of Two Old Dragons, also known as Grandmother. This is part 2 of our candle hand tutorial. If you've watched the first one, you've already got your hand cut. And today we're going to do how you stuff your hand and position it so that you can make it into a candle holder or a candy jar or whatever you want. So, you will need to have watched the first tutorial and gotten your plastic hand. Got it cut and prepped to go. A bowl of cotton balls that's been pulled apart. Tweezers or a bamboo skewer. Your trusty friend, the glue gun. I keep my glue sticks in a coffee can, but when I'm doing a project that I need a lot of glue, I keep at least 3 or 4 sticks where I can grab them quickly and easily. You'll also need a pair of scissors and a bag of cotton balls. So here we go. Now I'm going to turn the camera down so you can see what I'm doing, because I'm quite sure y'all don't want to keep looking at me. You want to see what we're up to. So I'm going to do that now. And here we go. And voila! You now have a good view of my workstation. I've got about a 40 by 40 room off my kitchen, and I've turned that into my little work studio. So here we are. We've got our hand ready to go. And the first thing we want to do is get our thumb in place. So, take your thumb, give it a little bend like that. Reach over into your bag of cotton balls, and what you're going to do is just bend it open a little bit, not a lot, and stick a cotton ball right in there. You see that? And look what's happened. We now have the thumb in a gripping position. Don't worry about any of the little cotton balls sticking out. That's not a big deal right now. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to get the rest of the hand done. So I've got that cotton ball in there. And as you can see, I'm going to move my glue gun here. I use an old jar lid, by the way, for my glue gun drippings. And I always cover my work surface with butcher paper. So now we're getting ready. And I've got to get this cotton ball into the second finger's joint right there. My tools are my fingernails, as you can see. Now, that finger's bent forward, and we've got these guys to go. So I'm going to stick a cotton ball right there. Get my little tweezers. I'm going to pull it up just a little bit. This is a monster skeleton hand, so you don't have to worry about the big pile of cotton right there. We're going to hide it pretty good. We're going to tuck it in nice and neat. But you see what's happening. We're already getting that hand into position. So, next thing to do is the little finger. And then we take care of the rest of it. And it's not that hard. A lot of people do these, and a lot of people do other tutorials, and they do them great. Me, I got this thing about trying to make everything a lot easier if I can. It's just my way. So I came up with this. Now, I've got that cotton stuffed up in there. And I'm just taking my fingernail and kind of giving it a good little tuck. I just want to keep this one piece from going too far in, because I want the hand. You see that? We've already got it in a really good position. Take the candle, if you want to test it. See if you like the position of the fingers. You can always move them up more, because we're going to glue them into place. So now the next thing to do is to take our cotton balls that we tore up and be a little gentle. Don't get crazy. But you're going to take on your first tip knuckle, and you want to tuck a little bit of the cotton in. And you just want enough cotton in there to give it a little position of a bend. And again, it's no big deal if some of the cotton's showing. And look, I've already gone and made that first knuckle pop forward a bit more. I'm going to get a little bit more cotton. When I was a kid, I actually picked cotton. And that stuff will tear you up. But it's a good way to learn how to do something and do it right the first time. Now, as I said, you don't need a lot. Don't worry about a little bit sticking up. But you can see the bend that's getting done in this finger is really good. Now we've got this joint, and I'm going to bend it just a hair bit more. Open it up a little bit. Pick up a piece of cotton. And I want to stuff it down in there. Y'all seeing what I'm doing, I hope. Use my big fingernails to hold that for me. Now, you see the cotton? Look at how much difference we have. How that finger's moved forward. And here we go, we're going back up to the tip. A little bit of cotton for the tip. Doesn't take much. We're going to bend the tip forward. And then start tucking your cotton in. Like I said, use a pair of tweezers or a bamboo skewer, chopsticks, whatever you've got that'll help make your work a little easier. Okay. Next knuckle, hold it like that. Get some of this cotton, and I want to stuff that knuckle just like that. Got a good bend going. And now here we go to this next knuckle. I'm trying to do the best I can. I'm not used to doing tutorials, and I'm trying very hard to make sure y'all can see what I'm doing. Get some of this cotton stuck up in there, just like that. And again, look at this. We've got this hand really taking a good shape change going on. Don't worry about the cotton sticking out. We're going to clean that up. Next tip, grab a little cotton, get it up there. And if you want to have fun, this little pointed tip of the joint, you could put some fake fingernails on it and paint them. I'm at the second joint here. Opened it up a little bit. Grab some of my cotton here. And we're going to stuff it right into that knuckle. And give it some definition. You can see it really does give it help at bending. Here we go to the next one. And we want to stuff the cotton in there again. You'll need a little bit more. Try to be neat, but you know, don't be spastic about it. You don't have to worry about it. This is Halloween. This is a scary skull hand anyway, so it can be a little bit goofy if it needs to be. Only God can be perfect, so don't worry about when you're doing something. Do the best you can and be grateful that you can do it and happy that you've made something. I love making things. I like keeping jars around the house so that I can make a potions bottle up or just something to hold my buttons in. Whenever you're doing something, whatever you've got around the house, always look at it and think, well, it's a jar and the pickles came in it. What else could go in it? And then recycle. Don't throw anything away. If you can look at it and use your imagination and create something with that, don't throw it away. But put it in a box somewhere or in a drawer and label it so you don't forget. And then the next time that you need a jar for something, you've got one. And if you're a coffee drinker like me, you've probably got big coffee cans. Don't throw those away. They can be made into a fun drum for the grandkids, or the great-grandkids in my case. So here we are. Now, time for me to do this last little digit on the thumb. Get this tucked in like that. Here we go again. I'm hoping y'all are getting a good picture of what I'm doing. I'm doing the best I can. A little nervous. I'm not used to doing these things. I am definitely going out of my 73-year-old comfort range. But I'm going to take this now and I'm going to move it out of the way. Check out the hand. We've already got a really good bend to it. Here's the candle. Dun, 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 dun. Now, that's fine. If you want to hold it like that and just do a little more manipulation and rise these up, that's fine. You're going to take the candle away. Now, here's the deal. I don't want you burning yourself. You do have to pay attention. I'm going to take this little knuckle and pop it up a little bit. I got a little carried away. I need to get just another piece. There we go. It's almost like doing surgery. Just remember, at least this patient, you don't have to worry about killing him. Burke and Hare provided all the body parts. If you don't know who Burke and Hare is, look up Body Snatchers. And Burke and Hare will be who you find. Interesting piece of history. So we've got the hand where we want it now. I'm going to do one more little tuck right here to try to keep it looking a little bit neat. Now, this is where we're going to start getting the hand to really look cool. Again, don't worry about the cotton. Now, I want to take my thumb first, because that's the one we want positioned the most. And I'm using my fingers to kind of pull it forward a little, okay? Here comes the glue gun with my little jar. Now, there's a nice gob of glue coming out. And you see how I'm smearing it around that cotton? That's blending that cotton right into the fingers, just like that.